To train with Luna to participate in her own care, to put drops in the eyes, I needed a device she could be comfortable on, so preferably with a perch. I also needed a clear and unambiguous start button behavior. I also needed her head to remain static, and that her head be tilted slightly to have an easy access to her eyes. And I wanted a device that allowed me to be on both sides of her head. So here, as long as she keeps her beak into one hole of the dial, we train, but if she takes her head back, we just stop training.
Inspired by the work of Lisa and Luna, I wanted to teach Grisha to participate in her care and put drops in her nose. We also use similar device with a perch and a hole she can bite as a start button behavior.
In this video, you can see José doing a chin rest as a start button behavior. For this training, I needed a prop exactly adapted to his size, soft and comfortable, so that his chin can rest on it without hurting. So this is a punch shield that can be opened so that you can change the form inside if necessary. The chin support also needed to be slightly offset back from the device so that the chin fits fully. And I wanted it to be something small and easily transportable so that we can train and practice in several different environments very easily.
When I train my humans learner, I need to work on their training mechanics before working with animals to make sure we do not make any mistakes that can be stressful to the dog. In that goal, I regularly use a factor that feels no emotions and that I can control myself. Here, I teach my human learner to return immediately in neutral position when the dog removes his chin from the towel, which means that the dog does not consent to the manipulation anymore.
Even if Luna already cooperates and collaborates for her nails filing by giving me her paw to signify her consent, I wanted to set up a possibly easier training. With this training device, my goal is to be able to file Luna's nails without touching her, without holding her nails, without restraint. I considered two possibilities of consent behaviors for this training. Either Luna puts a paw on the fence to signify her agreement, either she climbs on the fence and grabs the dial at the top to signify she is okay. As she has a very big history of reinforcement on a similar behavior for the drops in the eyes and in the nose, Luna almost directly proposed the targeting behavior by taking the hole in her beak.
Django is already well trained in cooperative care and knows a lot of cares and start button behaviors. The bigger challenge for us is to trim his nails because he hates when I hold his paw in my hand. To make sure I do not hurt him when I trim his nails, I need to have a stable paw that does not move. Inspired by the protective training we can see in zoo world with wild animals, I started to train him to put his paw on a bar cage. Django was never in a cage before, so to save some time and training, I put myself in the cage so he can be free to go where he wants without any restraint.
This is a brand new behavior I'm training with Rio. I found a PVC pipe, and even if I'm sure this could be useful for several behaviors with parrots, I'm thinking working on a voluntary restraint with it at first. In this video, I try to show Rio how fun this new object could be for both of us.
What could be more cooperative than to teach a dog to file his nails himself? In this video, you can see Django files his nails using the scratch board. Django is very sensitive with the handling of his paws. This training allows us to maintain its nails until we can do more advanced trainings.